need 2 more maps in order to win over the finals and also take home with the 1 lakh prize for Lionel as well.
Well, we all are excited basically to witness who's going to be winning this map out. But look at that, Gorham tapping heads away will be able to fall off of that. But now the man advantage is clearly favoring Team Mahi. Look at Venom. Team Venom getting shut down from every angle possible, and now Team Mahi has nowhere to run. 2v2 to work with, and the spike should get planted any minute now, but unfortunately it's still not made its way towards the default plant side.
It doesn't really matter if it made it way towards the default plant side, but Sway being the last person alive has the ability to clutch about 43 HP to work with. I guess she was about to catch Friction off guard, but Friction is very much aware about the position because I guess Friction did spot out the position of Sway before. Another quick timeout will be coming out from Team Venom. His players will be running into some sort of problems, but let's while we're waiting for them, let's have a quick look at the choice of agents coming in from both the teams. Now, Fuse being the only Sova played on the part of Team Mahi might as well be important for a three-side map.
Yep.
Not to forget that there is 1 sentinel to walk in both the team. I mean, I wouldn't really complain about the choices of agents coming in because if you look at Team Venom, they have 3 duelists, 1 sentinel and 1 controller. Whereas on Team Mahi, it is quite balanced, or it's quite spread out with 2 duelists, 1 controller, 1 initiator, and a sentinel to walk around with. Now, it might be a good choice of agent, in my opinion. What do you think? Will this work out for Team Venom? I mean, they are starting on towards the attacking side, though it could be a little bit of easier for them since they have 3 duelists to work out for the team as well.
Yeah, I think the one thing that they might be missing out on is definitely the intel that Sova brings out onto the table here, but I don't think they're worried too much about that. We are going to still be seeing them battling this one through with the triple duelist setup, and I think that's important, right? You picking up agents that you're very comfortable with. The minute you know that, hey, I know if I pick up this agent, I'm going to be absolutely unstoppable, go for it. And especially when you're down a map, that's the exact mindset and the exact goal that you need to have readied up for yourself to basically win out this map. And again, this is going to be a very intense match. We all know that. But Adi, he will spot him just in time as Sway will get the instant trades. A force buy coming in surprisingly from Team Mahi. Did not win the first round, but they're still going to manage to get the spike planted on towards the seaside.
The spike will be planted, but look at Rix and Friction are playing right beside each other. The smoke will be fading away, but Rix is just good with the ghost in his hand. Now it's gonna be 2v4 retake. Not really sure if it's possible or not, but Juzo will try to make it a little bit of easy towards the team. Now getting the man down might be the good choice for them, as the economy will be hurt a little bit as they have to upgrade their guns towards the next round as well. Another position being already compromised by Paradox. I don't think that they should go in for any sort of aggressive play over here. So stay back, save up the guns that you have already acquired. It's better to save it.
Well, I don't think Sam's gonna allow them to save it whatsoever. And now I finally understand why they went into the triple duelist setup. I mean, look at that. The aggression coming in from them. The exact aggression I would say I was expecting them to come up with. They are so confident right now. It's absolutely fabulous.
Well, exactly. Why wouldn't they be confident right now? Because they have been starting on the attacking side, and after losing over the first map, they don't really want to let go of the second map as well. So they need to get as many rounds as possible over the first half to make it easier on the second half. Because on the defensive side, 3 duelists on the defensive side, I don't really think that's going to work out for them. But if they go aggressive on the defensive side, then it might be working out for them.
Well, of course, it seems as though things are turning out already into the positive side for Team Venom as Adi manages to get a double. Sam on the other side of the map shutting things down, and now with Fuse having no other option other than to leave it all down to Paradox. We'll get the first nail right through the coffin. A 1v3 to work with. Splash not really impacting his positioning, but he's still trying to tap in through as his position also gets revealed and tagged up. He has a utility to work with, but he's not necessarily using it just in the effective way that maybe he wanted it to. Oh God. the timing on that was just so unfortunate.
Well, exactly. We are seeing a lot of timing issues coming in with a lot of players. The possession, I mean, like they just avoid each other at a very, like, like that 1 second gap in them. Like they're completely staring at the position, but suddenly out of nowhere, they just decided, like, you know what, let me just look somewhere else. And that is exactly the time when the opponent peaks that position. Now, this is happening sometimes, like, this is what I've noticed happening a lot these days, and that is exactly what happened in the last round as well, as Paradox will be the last person trying to be surviving, but definitely not working out for them. But look at Sway. She will be getting the tap over towards the head of Adi, getting the man advantage towards their side already. Now the quick C execution will be happening, and the side is all over towards Venom. So Venom will be easily getting the side under their belt as well, and the spike will be planted.
Well, Spike will get planted, but look at this. Good stuff coming in from Solo. The man advantage getting nullified as well, just in the nick of time, while Rix tries to manage and connect some headshots. Doesn't come through just yet, but look at that. Quick peek coming in from Solo to get the exact understanding, and when this man pops off, he's unstoppable. But oh, the headshot potential in the hands of Gorung unfortunately goes by really quickly. Sam converting on a kill. Now Sway on to 29 HP. Will spot the head of one player towards backside, but can't convert on the kill. And well, Gorung trying to connect his shots, but whiffs. And Sway now 29 HP. Well, she should just try and maybe get a kill if she's lucky. Well, there she is. Okay, she will manage to get the one. But yeah, there's no other way she's gonna survive that one.
No other way. I guess, like, if she used the dismiss, then probably she could have survived it. I mean, I've noticed this one thing in the recent patch updates, that if the spike is detonated and on its way, like, when the detonation explodes, it covers up a certain radius, and then it shrinks back to the place where it started, correct? So after the detonation happens, and if you enter the black area, the radius, then I just see that nothing happens to you. And I've recently discovered this, and I don't know if it's something that's happening to me or some other players notice it as well. So the dismiss might have worked out for her if she would have survived till the detonation was about to shrink down. But look at Sweet. She is going a little bit of aggressive. Will be missing out Adi's head. I mean, his spree was perfect, but not good enough to shut him down.
Oh, it seems as though Team Mahi are just whiffing on every opportunity that is laid out in front of them. And that's so unfortunate. Solo coming in quick with the trigger finger, and now a 2v4 to work with Juzo. Operator in hand. Losing this would be very, very hefty amounts of damage to the economy. So, most likely go in for the save. But I think he wants to go in for a retake, and that's probably not the best option here. Oh god, Solo being a nightmare. Comes in with the quad kill, and well, he's not gonna allow the players of Team Mahi save up on their economy any minute now. Like, he's not gonna allow it whatsoever.
Oh, exactly. And Team Venom is looking so much different as 5 rounds back to back towards the side. I mean, they are literally dominating over the aggressive team like Team Mahi, and they are not leaving any sort of chances, any loose ends on their side in order to give it away towards Team Mahi. So they are not leaving those loose ends for Team Mahi to grab on. Now, another eco round will be coming on towards the Team Mahi, as they will be struggling to buy the guns. But the Judge Bucky might be the save of the game.
Well, we don't know whether the shotgun is the right way to go or not, but still, a very good effort coming in so far from Team Venom, and they've pulled off 0-5 of a scoreline. So I'm assuming that Ascent might have just been their weaker map, and they were doing a little bit of a warm-up there. But Gorung, as he lands the first kill down on the board, he will get hunted down, and he's so low on HP as well with no reheal that necessarily this should be a very simple kill to capitalize on. Look at Paradox playing with the Bucky in hand, so close towards the faces of the players of Team Venom. But I think Gorung's going to be pushing in through, and that might have just been a huge, grave mistake. Well, it's going to be Solo capitalizing on the kills and popping off perfectly. Now, look at this. The player deciding to go over towards C site. 42 seconds on the timer, and they're pushing in towards C long. Good smoke to fake out the push, but look at this. Everybody's rotated over with just one smoke use. You've got to be kidding me. How did they play that one out so perfectly? The perfect bait towards A site, giving them the entire C site up for free.
Well, that worked out so perfectly
Spike
indeed. And the
planted.
spike will be planted. It's going to be 4v4. I don't really think that Gordon had any use to push up over there and getting the man advantage nullified for the team.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that is definitely not something that will work out for Team Mahi as well. As Rix will be taking out Juso, taking it down to 3v4. Now, retake is still possible, but with the guns that they have, I don't really think it is quite possible. But Fuse, look at that guy. He knows how to take out kills with just the sheriff because his aim is just so good. Now Solo so low on HP, trying to shut out Sway, but Sway will taking her down and the overheal will be coming as well. Now the devouring the soul lord might as well make the job so much easier, but they don't really have time to work around with, as Friction being the last person alive on the site will try to take away kills, but Karados and Friction as well as Sway, every single one will be taken out by the detonation done by the spike.
Wow, that was a very close round for Team Mahi, but unfortunately the time just was not in their favor whatsoever, and Friction did a really good job of wasting their time there as well. I mean, he basically just tried to jiggle peek those angles, and along not only Friction, but I think everybody of Team Venom, they did a wonderful job of wasting Team Mahi's time. I mean, they did the impact, they tried to hold down to their angles, and they didn't just give away free kills. So it's every small corner that they had to push in through was an actual fight, an actual battle. Now, look at this. A quick push coming in as Rix dashes in towards the side. Paradox on such low HP. Well, there's going to be a conversion of the kills. Look at this. The damage is so heavy right now onto the players of Team Mahi that Team Venom can simply just take over the side with ease. But look at Fuse converting on a double with a perfect spray transfer. And now look at Sway. She's coming in through. She has a perfect off angle and she should be able to capitalize on one. Goes in for more. Can be an overextension, but now Adi in a 1v4. He has to play this one out perfectly. Will spot the first. Should pop the ultimate and go for an amazing highlights reel, but I don't think he's ready just yet. Look at that Fuse toying around with Adi, and now Fuse with a triple kill. 6-1. First round coming in for Team Mahi in this half.
The first round, in fact, and I can't just deny the fact that Team Mahi placed that round beautifully. They had made zero flaws over there. With a perfect hold and perfect push coming in from each and every member of the team will just make the job so much easier for Team Mahi as the first round is going on towards this side. Now the nullification of scoreline is possible. The chances are slim, but it is still possible because 6-6 will be, could be the score balance of the first half as well. It's going to be a little bit of a problem to do that. With Juice on the operator, I believe that this guy can do it.
Juzo on the operator has been a daunting task to deal with, but let's not forget the fact that Team Mahi has made comebacks from worse situations than this, and if Team Venom let go of their momentum, we can see a very easy victory coming in for Team Mahi. But Adi with a Guardian in hand is just unstoppable. The push coming in from Sway is good, but oh god, the timing of the ultimate being popped as well, just in the nick of time. Adi spotting her, but is not going to be going in aggressive just yet. 9 bullets in the magazine. Quick pushes, but oh god, it's gonna unsurprisingly. What? Oh no, Adi! So good on the trigger finger. Will manage to get a kill menacingly. And now Team Venom in a 2v1, converting it to a 2v2. And as they try to go over towards the C-bomb side, they capitalize on another kill. You've got to be kidding me. Fuse in a 1v2, having to deal with the Empress ult at the same time, as well as Solo, who is just a madman with Phoenix. How is he going to do this one?
Spike planted.
I'm not really sure how it's gonna be done but Fuse is trying his very best in order to get the kills as fast as possible. But both the players being stuck up towards the side. The position is already revealed by Fuse after making that shot. Now that recon will be taken out, so no information will be spread out. Both the players sitting back outside, one being at the log and one towards the back. Now the drone might as well be useful in tagging them out. Now look at that. Solo is just so good with the position and the off angle that he was holding will get another round victory towards the side of Team Venom. Now both the duelists being the last person alive, they played the round beautifully. They read their enemies so much better and they're not letting Team Mahi to win any more rounds as well. And this is a little bit of a tough task for Team Mahi to deal with.
Well, Team Mahi having no response whatsoever to Team Venom's wrath, and that's a little concerning because you started out on the defense. You have had kind of an advantage, in my opinion. You picked up a perfect agent composition. You know exactly how this one's gonna play out, but somehow the momentum not favoring you. And while I speak about that, look at this. They proved me completely wrong. As Paradox will be landing a triple in the round, 2-7, and now Team Mahi trying to find a footing in the sand.
You know, at this point of time, I think the perfect play against Team Venom is to go aggressive on defense side. Because with 3 duelists, there is just no way that they can hold back the aggressive push coming in from defenders. And I guess the Team Mahi has read this perfectly as they're going to go all out towards C Long, getting the kills because they just did not expect it. Now this is another gamble coming in from Team Mahi as they will be gathering up towards Garage, where the push will be going towards A site.
Well, of course. Now with the options that are laid out onto the table for Team Mahi, they might as well try to grab it just in the nick of time. Pushing in through towards Long as well as short. Sam using the camera for intel. Gets shot out immediately though, so it's of no use just yet. As they fall off, look at this way, trying to push in through, but will get punished for leaving her territory. And well, that punishment is going to be hefty as it brings in the man advantage really early out into the round for Team Venom. Team Mahi versus Team Venom, 4v5. How exactly is Goran going to deal with this? Because there's 4 people rushing in through. Look at that, the 5 knives. Not going to work out for Rix whatsoever. And as he goes in for the quick teleporter as well towards mid. Oh, he cancels it. No, that shouldn't have happened. Why did that happen? Now a 1v4 and Team Mahi in shambles.
Shambles, Spike will be planted as well. 1v4 definitely not doable. I mean, looking at the current situation, it cannot be done. But look at the position of Adi. The chances were there for him to capitalize the kills, but Solo is also alive on Team Venom as well. Now with Solo, Sam, Friction, we know these players have a beautiful set of crossfire, but look at Friction going all the way from B side. Will be taking out Fuse, catching him off guard as another victory goes on towards the board of Team Venom. 2-8. Now this is the exact complete opposite of what I have seen in the first map of Ascent. Team Venom is performing so different and it looks like they are back on track.
Well, it seems as though Team Venom are just unstoppable in this map of Haven. They have done their homework. They have prepared a chunky book of strats, and now the strat book, as they're flipping in through, they're deciding, okay, now this one worked. Let's try maybe this one, and they're just going in for it. Necessarily, it seems as though they can't be stopped anytime soon. Sway getting tagged up pretty heavily there. Solo pushing in with the run it back as Friction covers his body, and he gets the first. You've got to be kidding me. How are you allowed to even do that? Now Paradox coming in through C-Long will get punished for it. But Sway, she's another lurker. She's pushed up all the way into C-Long, and now this might as well be a very good round for her in terms of intel gathering. 2v3 to work with. They have clutched this one up before. The deadly duo, Adi and Solo. They've done this before, and we've witnessed them winning that one out. But is Team Mahi going to be able to stop the deadly duo from making ends meet? That's the real question.
Well, the question can be answered or not. Can't really say that because they have the man advantage. Look at Juzo. His position is well on point. So if he spots anyone, if Adi just spots his battle inside, he will be taken out for sure. And that's the mistake that I was talking about. Now Adi getting out by Juzo. Solo will not make the same mistake that was done by Adi, as A side is completely out for grabs. And the spike will be planted. Goran will know exactly what the spike is planted. Another fake teleport will be coming in, confusing Solo a little bit, but I don't really think that he will be falling out for that. But this is a retake that I like to see. Both the players trying to sandwich the player as much as possible, but Solo getting the first kill will be spotted out by Sway and getting the kill over to Solo. Then that's a very nice victory coming on towards the board of Team Mahi. Sway clutching out the round. It's just gonna be so much better as another victory going on towards the belt of Team Mahi. 3-8. One more score in order to get the 4-8. And it's not gonna say that it's a respectable score line, but the faster you do it, the better it's gonna be.
Well, it seems as though these score lines right now are looking also close. Well, not so close necessarily, but can we say that a 4-8 scoreline for Team Mahi is a respectable scoreline in defense?
Well, I don't really know if it's a respectable, but like I said before, if they're gonna start off on the attacking side with 3 duelists on the team, it's better that they win out as many rounds as possible on the attacking side as well. So that is exactly what they are doing. And they already have the round advantages towards the belt. So if they go towards the defensive side, they have to worry less because I don't really think that they can do the hold properly.
Well, of course, 3 duelists, no intel gathering. It's going to be very hard to hold down your sights, but if they manage to do it out flawlessly, then that's going to be a game that I can't wait to witness. Now, of course, as we are loading into this round, we should be seeing these Empress unfortunately falling in through as he gets wide swung upon. And now the last round in the first half, it seems as though it's a very winnable situation now for Team Mahi. Team Mahi clawing their way back into this map of Haven. And now look at this. Friction playing in and around his own smoke, I believe. And he's not entirely sure as to what's the take here. But he's will spot one as Yuzo shuts things down. 4-8, first half going into the favor of Team Venom.
Switching sides.
Well, that was a good stuff indeed, and another victory going on towards the favor of Team Mahi. 4-8. It's looking so much promising for Team Venom, as all they need to do is win over 5 rounds on their board, and it is so doable for them. I mean, they have, and like I was talking before, that they needed those victories on towards the attacking side since they are starting with 3 duelists on the team, and the more rounds they get on the attacking side, the better it will be for them on the defensive side. Now let's look at this setup coming in from Team Venom. With 1 player on C, 1 on Garage, 1 on B, and 2 players on A. This is quite a default defender setup coming in from, I guess a lot of team uses the same sort of agent placement over the map of Bind. Now, whether or not it's gonna work out for them because they have a sentinel placed over on side A with no one, I mean with 2 players to contest on C7 will be already given out. The position, I mean the heavy presence over outside to C long. The quick rotations will be coming in at 4 player, but look at the position of Riggs. He might be getting the free kill that he got 1 and the second and the third. And 2 of the board. And 4th as well. Well, can he go for the ace? He can't go for the ace. The ace is so much in front of him, but Paradox is playing so much. And the ace is for Riggs. First ace of the game, I guess, is going on towards the favor of Riggs. It's shutting down the first round or the second half with style. The position was perfect. The lurk was amazing as well. Getting the 5 kills on towards the board. Now that's what I like to call a good game.
Wow. Ace coming in for the pistol round. There's no other way to start out a best of 5 grand finals other than that. I mean, you're down a map. You are not in the best of mindsets, but you're still managing to pull through with an ace. I mean, that has to be some crazy stuff. Now look at the damage coming in. Paradox pushing him through the perfect cross angle held by Riggs, and he manages to get a double. How is he allowed to even get a double like that? With the Phantom in hand, sweet 45 HP to work with. She went in with a quick Spectre buy, but the Spectre buy might as well be lights out for her as she manages to get the first, goes into the quick overheal, but that's not going to work out in her favor whatsoever. 4-10 and Team Venom leading by a 6-round lead.
Well, this is looking so much better for Team Venom as they just need 3 more rounds on towards their side in order to win over the second map and carry it over towards the third map as well. Now, if they win over the second map, it's going to be 1-1 with both the team having 1 map advantage. I mean, both the team need 3 maps win onto their side in order to get over the finals and also go home with a happy face with the prize pool of 1 life INR. Now it is a tough job, especially when both the team being so much talented mechanically as well as skilled on the basis of the map presence and the gameplay. They're doing so much good job already. Now, since the force buy in the last round will be punishing heavily for Team Mahi as they will be forced to go in with eco buy.
Well, of course, let's not forget the fact that the eco buy, basically a forced buy at this point, it most likely will not favor this side of Team Mahi, and I'll be very honest, Team Mahi, they have converted some really beautiful eco rounds into a win, into a victory for themselves, but when you have Team Venom so aggressive and so mentally ready to just win out the map no matter what happens, that it seems as though you can't make it through, purely because, you know, Team Venom, they are so focused. So, of course, it would make sense in these scenarios to basically be witnessing certain options, but nevertheless, now with the 4-10 scoreline, Team Mahi, they might be up by a map, but this map seems to be going and slipping right through their fingers as Solo manages to get the first.
Mid.
Sam going into the aggressive peek in towards long, and Rex now, he's managed to cross over from Juzo's line of sight. So if Juzo makes a simple mistake of walking back while not looking down towards shot, well, that should be a death coming in for him, a true death sentence. But this is what I was talking about. Rex converting on the kill beautifully, and now he gets stacked up so heavily that there's no possible way he can even try to pull this one off. A 2v5 to work with now as Team Mahi try to figure out exactly what's the play here. Sway in towards grass, while Gorang is trying to make a lot of noise in towards long. He will get the first kill down on the board, but he gets tagged up pretty heavy. As Sway gets the kill down on the board, she's going to go into the quick overview as Rex and Friction close out this round 4-11. 1 round away from a match point for Team Venom. Or is it going to be Team Mahi making the comeback that we never imagined them to even possibly make? Of course, the comeback is something that we all want to witness. We all want to see how Team Mahi can pull this one off. But let's not forget the fact that Team Venom right now, they are so focused. They are just completely built and tough as nails. And they're not ready to give up just yet. They know that so what if you win the first map? I've got it in the second, and that's exactly the mentality that I think they're going in for. Because look at this. Rix pushes up all the way in towards the corner of A long, and that off angle is very common, but Paradox is actually not going to be keeping an eye on it unless he does, and will manage to capitalize on the kill right away. Quick rotations coming in from Team Venom as well, as the players of Team Mahi decide what exactly is the right play here. The spike being all the way in towards the attacker side at spawn as well. Surprisingly, they're playing this one out very slowly, and as players of Team Venom are getting a little impatient, Team Mahi is capitalizing on it perfectly. They are not giving Team Mahi, they're not giving Team Venom, my apologies, a single chance to pull this one off. And I necessarily think that if Team Venom have the strength and the ability to completely focus up, then this should be an easy does it retake. But Team Mahi, no less.
No less indeed. It's gonna be Friction taking out Sway, making a little bit of easier for Team Venom, as it's gonna boil down to 3v3. Now 3v3, more like you can just safe to call it a 2v3, because Juzo is 7 HP already. Now we have seen multiple players clutching up the round with 1 HP on the board, but not really thinking that it's gonna be possible over here as well, because Fuse will be taking out 2 players, and with just a cherry on the top of the cake, Paradox will be getting the last kill as well. Now that is exactly what I love to see as well. It's gonna be 3v3 with Juzo's foot on the grave. He didn't really have to peek anywhere. He just trusted his teammate to get the clutch for his team, and that's what happened. The teammates actually did it for the team as well. Now that was a round beautifully played out by Team Mahi, and like I said, if you're gonna go aggressive over the aggressive plays, it's gonna be a little bit of tough for them. Now what Team Venom has done so far, they went out, they pushed out every single time, and that is what exactly I told you. It's gonna work out for Team Venom if they played a little bit aggressive, and Team Venom is trying to play aggressive as much as possible.
Yeah, but I don't think playing aggressive in these situations is necessarily going to work out for them, and I'll tell you why. Look at that. The amount of pressure and map control that Team Mahi takes earlier in the round, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too easy to push it through. Now the end, Rix on the site. Rix managing to get the first with the operator in hand, but they need to be careful of short. There's 3 players in towards A short as Adi will go in to check that. He's gonna get bamboozled and actually getting shot down. And look at this. Rix has actually managed to push him through, but the play just not working out in his favor whatsoever. Now a 3v3 to work with, and Team Mahi has to get the spike planted. But Solo, his ultimate will get regenerated back up in just 2 kills. Oh, spots ahead of Gorong, but can't connect the shots, and unfortunately it is going to be the quick usage of utility that'll be deciding this round.
Well, the utility was placed a little bit off the track, but Friction's aim will not be off the track as he will be getting the kill over the Gordon with Mystic, Sam to work around with the Bucky will be just so much better. But the last player stays trying to survive will be finally taken out by Solo through the smoke and through the wall over towards the skull. Of Fuse will be another shutdown coming in from Team Venom towards Team Mahi. The match point towards the side of Team Venom, it is looking so much better, and safe to say that Team Venom might as well has won over the second map, and we will be walking towards the third map with an equalized map advantage from both the team as well. Now, if you guys are wondering what exactly the third map is, well, it's gonna be the amazing map of Icebox. Now, a map that I personally hate, but I wouldn't really complain to play on that map because it's a map that sometimes favors me, and when it favors me, it doesn't really favors me better. But when it not favors me, it just puts me in a really tough situation.
Well, I think that can be safe to be said about 90% of how the Icebox map truly works. Now, of course, it seems as though we are going to be going in for a quick technical timeout. My apologies. A quick technical timeout to figure out exactly what's going on the map. Purely because I believe there's a couple of restrictions coming in from these players. They are having a little bit of an issue, and that's rather unfortunate. But yeah, we should be slowly and surely hopping right back into the action without any further delays. Now, of course, this is a best of 5 matchup, so we are going to be seeing a lot of interesting maps coming up, and this is the grand finals. We are coming to a very quick close to such an amazing event, which kind of is a sweet and a bitter, I would say, experience. I mean, bitter purely because it's ending, and sweet because, well, it has been such an honor to cast this. It's been so fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure, Jelly, you've had an amazing time casting this alongside with me, and you've actually made quite a lot of friends throughout this journey as well.
Well, I can't deny that fact. It was such an honor and an amazing experience to work alongside with Elite Hubs and Corsair while casting this event. And yes, it was beautiful. Amazing experience to interact with the content, not just the content creators, but also the professional players in the scene. Namely, I mean, I can't really name the players that has actually managed to put up a smile on my face, but it was some good stuff to watch around as well, and also interacting with the community at the same time, watching some of the clips of roasting us in multiple occasions. I mean, hey, it's something that we are not used to, the casting. I mean, especially that we are very much new to this scene, so it is something good to hear appreciation coming in from a lot of players, as well as feedback from multiple players, I mean users as well. So it is a rough ride, as well as the ride. I mean, there is a bittersweet moment as a lot of people are there to support you and let you know what exactly you're doing and how exactly it's meant to be played. And I have received a huge amount of support from the players themselves, and not to forget the streamers out there has managed to reach out to me and give us a word of appreciation, congratulate us for making it such a huge success over the Rising Champs as well. So yes, the sweet times will be coming into end as today's game will get over, but not to forget, we will be sticking around soon, and you guys will be able to spot us up future and the future gameplays as well. Now, I don't know exactly when, but we will be back around soon.
Yeah, definitely soon. And again, if you guys ever want to just hang out and play Valorant with us, peep us on over towards the Elite Hub's Discord, because we might just be sitting up in there sometimes and playing games and chilling. So go ahead and talk to us, hang out with us. We don't care. We just love meeting all of you guys and interacting with all of you guys, because we want to know what you think, what are your predictions, and necessarily we just think that there's really no difference between a commentator and a gamer. It's the same thing, just one talks about it and one shows it on the screen.
Well, exactly. I can't really say that it can be described any much better. Just because of that, I just remembered of one issue that while I was playing on the VALORANT servers, I did manage to meet up with certain players who participated in Corsair Rising Champs, and they immediately identified me, and we had a good chill about it. Like, we had a fun time just trying to cast over the games, and that is what I like about the Indian community as well. I mean, as a lot of hateful comments about the Indian community was passed out, just to find out the support from the Indian community as well, and that's something I love to watch around.
Well, of course, but let's not forget that the timer has come back onto track as Adi gets the first kill down onto the board. He's being a madman with the Phantom in hand, but can't convert on more than one just yet. Oh, good camera placement as Rex punishes Juzo for flying up in the air, and Paradox, on the other hand, is going to be converting on a nice little set of kills for himself as well. A 3v3 coming in, and now it should be a very dire situation for Team Venom to actually try to make a comeback from this, as the Spike should be hopping on towards the side, but oh, he didn't shoot, so that actually might as well work out in their favor, as the players are pushing in through towards the A bomb side to get it planted. I honestly think that they are going to try to make this comeback possible. I mean, not a comeback, but this retake possible.
But if the retake is possible for their side, it's gonna be a done and dusted round for Team Venom, as Friction will be taking out Fuse, getting the man advantage nullified. Now we know how Risk can perform. As beautiful as aim is, he will be taking down Paradox as well, spotting out the position of Sway. Friction will try to stick with the Fuse, but will be stopping halfway and finally taking out Sway as well. The beautiful effort coming in for Sway, but unfortunately that was just not enough for Team Mahi to get over on the second map as well. Now moving over towards the third map is gonna be the map of Icebox, something I don't really like to play, but it's gonna be something like, it's gonna be a fun game to watch.